Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They run it here with Thompson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing, Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
This is Bell. Twisting away. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Red zone opportunity. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Out of his end zone, Cousins completes it to Quick. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. Middle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First down throw for Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jordan Reed was the intended target. Third down here. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On second down, it's Bell. And some space here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Set. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to.
And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. To play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's good to see Josh Dotson back on the field. Only 2 games played as a rookie due to an injury. They need his high-flying ways to spark their offense.
And they expect a lot out of those high-flying ways. 3rd wide receiver taken in last year's draft. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And here's Marshall. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
It's Cousins on the sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Watch the road, watch the road. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Cousins on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins ducks him with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about team script.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When I evaluated Jamison Crowder coming out of Duke, I thought he was already a pro in how he approached the game and ran routes, and I think his head coach, Jay Gruden, agrees.
Yeah, he has said repeatedly we want to keep him on the field as much as possible. He had 847 yards, 7 touchdowns a season ago. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Cousins now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Allen Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run with Marshall. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Marshall. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahali in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Mahomes now to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 53.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Mahomes now on first down. A screen to Bell. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get up.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Now let's go.
Bell so light on his feet. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Here's Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Cousins now to throw on first down. Pryor has it complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. A second down throw for Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again. It's Cousins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Brown able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
No, check, Patriot.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Marshall. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. Called in by Wheaton over the middle. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And all the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive